All right, peace and blessings, everybody. I was told I could go ahead and announce that Schaeffer Cox is going to be coming out with a new book, The Lost Lyrics of Schaeffer Cox. And when it's available, it will be on his website, freeschaeffer.com. As you can tell, it's a tremendous amount of his writings. I've been reading it. It's hard not to get choked up. I mean, he's really got a powerful gift of writing. If anybody's familiar with classic literature, this guy, Schaeffer Cox, really has been talented. I wanted to read this. This kind of tugged at my heartstrings and just give you a sample of the book. And it's none of my dang business about his relationship with his wife, but at the same time, he did write this in a book that he knows is going to be published publicly. I just want to give you a sample of the book. It's really touched me for some reason. Hope of a Better Past by Schaeffer Cox. It appears to me that you're moving on, what any woman ought to do. But I don't know, I could be wrong. Been a while since I heard from you. A little more real as the years go by, paring down my memory. Thought of you makes me wonder why. Don't know who you are to me. In the end, after at last, give up all hope of a better past. Let it all go and move along. But I can understand the awful bind you're in, so I don't have much to say. Things never were what they could have been. I still love you when you go away. Sometimes I think if I was a better man, had seen the things I didn't see, if I hadn't panicked or had a better plan, maybe all this didn't have to be. In the end, after at last, give up all hope of a better past. Let it all go and move along. I can let you go, but there's a tie that binds. Despite the wreckage of the past, the blueberry eyes are still half mine, even though they grow up fast. All that's left for you is to marry someone new. The husband you had has gone away. Let nature take its course, do what you gotta do. A second chance may come someday. In the end, after at last, give up all hope of a better past. Let it all go and move along. At second glance, it can't be all that bad. To do without you in my life, you can't really lose what you never really had. You're like a sister, not a wife. I can't help but wonder if your mom was right. Perhaps I'm not the man for you. I'd rather sit down in shame than stand up and fight after all that I've been through. In the end, after at last, give up all hope of a better past. Let it all go and move along. You grow up under her protecting arms, safe and sound from men like me, till I stole you away with my boyish charms. Did she see what you didn't see? Doesn't matter now, it's in the past. No sense in losing heart. Some things aren't meant to last. Maybe we're better apart. In the end, after at last, give up all hope of a better past. Let it all go and move along. The silence screams what you're too scared to say, and I can see it in your face. Can't look through the glass, so you look away. Don't even bother to cut to the chase. I thought you were mine to have and to hold, that would make love wild and free. I guess that's just a bill of goods I was sold, since it never came to be. In the end, after at last, give up all hope of a better past. Let it all go and move along. You know, prison is a brutal place. Especially being thrown in prison just after his daughter was born. He loved his family more than anything on earth. And Schaeffer has a way of tapping into raw emotion. And I think this book is an incredibly well-written book from what I have read of it so far. You might want to think about getting a copy when it becomes publicly available. And all the proceeds go to help Schaeffer. Here's one about, he specifically mentioned Special Agent Sutherland. And I'm looking forward to reading the rest of it. And take care and God bless. And don't forget Schaeffer Cox.